Hold me down for a minute. 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 Hold me down for a minute.
What's good, YouTube? We're back as promised. Alright, so previous video I told you guys I was going to show you the Kyrie 6 Bruce Lee 2, the colorway that I actually woke up to today. This colorway is great. Like I don't know what to say about it. I fuck with it heavy. But I also want to let you guys know I will be dropping a video hopefully sometime soon of the other colorway, the third colorway of the Bruce Lee's that Kyrie Irving is supposedly a rumor to hopefully want to drop one day. That third colorway is a sample colorway that only Kyrie has to himself. It's an exclusive. It's all red suede, and I think that might be the most popular one. This one here, if I had to rank them in order, I think 2 would go before number 1. Number 1 is the previous video. Then I think, of course, the exclusive is going to be the top one. But anyways, let's get directly into this. Here we have the Bruce Lee 2s. I call them 2 because it's the second colorway that's been released. The first one was all black and red. This one here is black, white, and has a little bit of the yellow, goldish looking color to it. All colors that speak to Bruce. RIP again to Bruce Lee. I have a lot of other shoe designs that I will be releasing soon, so please stay tuned. But let's get directly into this. So here, the first color piece we got is black for the base. In reality, this one has a little lighter tint than the other pieces of the shoe, so we made this one just a little lighter. You can copy that RGB palette down if you want, the HSB as well, the whole color palette. Save it to your favorites, you know, a triangle, then return back to it. Bam. Semi-shiny plastic. Remember to keep an eye on the materials up at the very top, because that can definitely make or break how the shoe actually looks in terms of the design that pokes out from the aerial view of the shoe when you're walking around in a park or whatever the case may be. This second portion here is white. You can just use any team color for that. No need to add a color palette or piece that together at all. This bottom piece, I just used 76's black. That's black, and that's going to be the same piece of or type of black for the rest of the shoe as well. Remember, only this base piece had the lighter variation of black. Everything else is going to be your standard black. The outsole accent here, which you can see at the bottom of the shoe and stuff. In reality, again, as I said in the previous video, you see how this one piece affects the side of the shoe and the bottom. Well, in reality, this is really supposed to only color the side of the shoe, not the bottom as well. The bottom is completely black in reality, but we can't replicate that as 2 different pieces, so we're just going to keep it the best way it looks in reality. So that's going to keep that yellow piece there. It's golden to an extent. I used the Cavalier's gold, in fact, and then I lightened it up a little bit. Not too much. I might not even touch that at all. I think I did lighten it a little bit. But here's the HSV RGB piece right there. You can hit triangle to save that to the favorites. Pull it up and bam. Keep those in mind. Make the process a lot easier. This piece here is black. The bottom. Keep that as black. It's rubber. No further detail on that. The outside portion of that is red. Here's the color palette. This is also, I think, Cavs red, but I did lighten that up, as you see. So the gold, I don't think I lightened up, but the red I did for sure. Add that to the favorites. Boom. Outsole again. You get that from your favorites. Here's the color palette. Boom. This piece here is black. Oh, my fault, y'all. This piece here is black. This outsole, my bad. This is what we're referencing here. Boom. So keep that as gold. Just because I don't really think you might as well just go ahead and keep it as gold. That's in my opinion. So the midsole is black. This piece here is black as well. Alright, so this back piece is white. You can use Cavs white and Bulls, Bucks, 76ers, it doesn't matter. I use the Sixers. There's no real difference in terms of the HSV RGB portion of the color palette. So your standard white will suffice. This piece here is the darkest black portion of the shoe. So these shoes they just started hitting media outlets and articles and stuff like that. So more pictures may surface soon. When they do, if the suede option that I chose here does not match the way that the rest of the shoe or the way that this portion of the shoe looks when more pictures and stuff surface. Feel free to change it. The reason why I made it suede is because in the pictures that I have seen, this is the darkest portion of the shoe in terms of the black color. Anything else, I didn't want to keep default. I wanted to add something to it. So anything else just kind of heightened it a little bit too much. Mesh, I know it's not mesh, so I don't even want to add mesh. Fabric, I didn't like the idea of it. Velvet was too eye-catchy, like it coincided with the base of the shoe, like the top portion of the shoe. Patent leather didn't work with me. Leather didn't work with me either. Suede was just kind of like it just was black and just blended in. So that's why I went with suede. If you want to add something else, feel free to do so. Leave it in the comment section below to tell me what you did. That was a different variation. Channel your inner artistry or artistic nature, for lack of better words, and just go from there. This piece here is black. It's fabric. It's the inside of the shoe. It's always going to be fabric. This outside portion is white. It's the leather portion of the tongue. So this here, bam, it's the inside portion. It's the same red as the other portion of the shoe. So you just go back to your favorites, add it. Forgot which one it was for me, but add it. That's fabric as well. This here is silver. It's the accent piece to the logo on the tongue. That's shiny plastic. Here's the color palette for that. Add that to the favorites. Boom. Same here, the same exact silver. Here's the color palette for it. Add that to your favorites. Boom. Shiny plastic for both, by the way. It's supposed to shine a little bit. This is white. Get rid of the speckles by just making this piece white, rubber, and then this piece white as well, so that there's no speckles in it as well. The swoosh here, that's the goldish color, so just go back to your favorites, grab that. Here's the color palette for that. I made this one dull plastic because it's the least eye-catchy portion of the shoe. Everything else kind of brightened it up or made it a little bit too visible or darkened it, as you see with metal, so I just left it as dull plastic. The lace here is the gold as well. Go back to your favorites, add that. Color palette. Laces are, in my opinion at least, are always going to be fabric or mesh. It's up to you guys, but mesh sometimes just kind of like makes it a little too gold, so I just went with fabric. The eye piece here of the shoe, that's black, fabric. The accent as well is going to be black, fabric. The stitching on the outside piece is going to be the same gold as before. And then the stitching accent as well, that's basically right next to it, is going to be gold as well. And that's the shoe, everybody. I hope you guys like the shoe. I hope you like the video. I will be wearing these personally as my Play 5 continues to go dumb in the park. Just as a recap for you guys, the first black piece here, this is the only different black colorway that I have on the shoe. Just a little lighter. Add it to your favorites, make it easier for you guys. Bam. This portion here is white. It's just your typical white throughout the shoe. This is just your regular black, 76ers black, whatever black you want. The accent here, here's the color palette for the gold. Just add that, boom, and you can always return back to it. The red here, as you see, that's the color palette again. Add that to your favorites, boom. And the same for the silver. We don't have too many colors involved in the shoe, so it should be rather simple. Here's the silver, add that to your color palette, and you're all good to go. Black, white, red, silver, and the gold. Hope you guys like the shoe. Stay tuned for the next one. And if you guys don't already know, I stream primarily on Twitch, uploads to YouTube. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe in YouTube as well. If you pop up to the Twitch when I'm live streaming, just say that you're from YouTube and we will welcome you to the block as always. Till next time.
Hold me down for a minute. 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 Can I talk my shit? Look, I done pop speakers, models and dot divas. I got ether, came back with the same sneakers.